78% of aviation accidents would have been avoided by a go-around.
I was so grateful to be back on the ground. You don't understand. Piloting is probably more high pressure than anything because like now we're talking life or death.
Aviators, welcome to the Flight Club podcast. I'm your host, Jason Middleton. I'm a pilot, I'm an aviation entrepreneur, and a huge fan of the people that make up our diverse aviation community. Today's guest on Flight Club has played in the NFL for 9 years. He's an aviator, he's a Cirrus SR-22 owner, he's leading the way for athletes in aviation. He's mentoring our next generation of aviation professionals. He's played for the Raiders, the Browns, the Texans, the Colts, the Seahawks, the Patriots, the Dolphins, and most recently the Cardinals. Aviators, please welcome NFL tight end, Pharaoh Brown.
That is
Oh man. Well, dude, awesome, Pharaoh. I'm so excited to have you on, and I'm gonna call Sam later and tell him thank you so much for setting this up.
Oh yeah,
he's a good dude. I've known him for a long time, and but dude, you're like the first athlete I've had on the podcast, man. I've been trying
awesome.
to I've had we've had rock stars on, we've had comedians, and this podcast is all about like the community around aviation, not just like aviation professionals. And it's just I'm a huge fan of the community, and they come from everywhere, man. And I've been kind of following you and flying for a long time. And luckily when I saw you, I think I saw a Sam's post on Instagram. You guys were standing together at a Cardinals game. I called him right away. I'm like, Pharaoh. So he hooked us up. So I'm just
awesome.
a huge fan of the NFL. I'm a huge fan of athletes. My background is athletics. And thank you so much for coming on the show.
No, I appreciate you for having me. Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Thank you.
So like, I'm going to try and not nerd out too much on football and NFL, but there's a lot of things that I kind of wanted to kind of talk to you about, like being, well, first of all, before we start, I wanted to talk to you about yesterday. You were flying yesterday and you had a little event happen.
Yeah.
You want to tell me about that?
So I was flying yesterday and I'm working on my instrument time, finishing the instrument rating. So a lot of times I'm with foggles and glasses, so that's like a thing if viewers should know.
Yeah.
On this podcast.
Yeah.
So
you have the view restricting device on.
So I got basically blackout to where I'm just all on the instrument.
You're
so
on the panel.
we're flying in and we're coming in and we're getting the weather, and they have reported like heavy bird activity 5 miles to the west. Yeah. So we was like, okay, we already lined up on the runway, and the bird activity came in 5 miles, so we didn't think nothing of it. So I'm like just descending and getting down to my minimums, and I'm about like 400 feet above the ground, and then it's just like splat, like boom, right on the windshield. I'm like, look up, I'm like, oh snap.
You looked at your foggles.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, but like then my instructor is like, she just like with her pen like, airspeed is good. This is good. I'm like, all right, like it's shocking, it's not a whole bird on the windshield, but she was like chilling. I'm just like calm and like, and I was hand flying the localizer, so the autopilot wasn't on. So I'm like,
just keep flying, man.
Yeah, I'm like fine. I like snap back to my attitude. I'm like, wow, like I'm
Did
pretty
you go
on.
right back on the? I mean, dude, it's loud. When you get hit by a bird, it's loud.
It was loud, just like oh shit. And like I always seen like, when I first started flying, like you Google, like if anybody Google like birds and airplanes, it's not pretty. Like it's not good. It's a wreckage. So, man, we just came down, landed, and got out. And she was like, get out, look at the prop, no prop damage, looking at the tail. She was like, this is one of the luckiest bird strikes I ever seen. Like
it came over the prop. It didn't get your prop.
It came right down on the window. No window cracks, nothing. And like I posted on Instagram, and everybody.
It was a lucky bird strike for you guys, but not the bird.
Not the bird. Definitely not the bird. It was funny. A bunch of people, but those experiences of like just being in the plane. Like I have a couple buddies that's like flies globals and Gulfstreams and stuff, and they're like, these are good experiences that have and built, like to go through,
Yeah.
But yeah, it was.
Oh yeah, dude! It's all like whenever anything like that happens, that's now in your back pocket.
Yeah,
But
I was like, from watching Google to like it happening to me and like how calm it was like, I was kind of shocked, but it was like, man, I'm really are,
You did it.
Used to like, I like to say like I like aviation, because I'm used to high pressure environments, being resilient, and stuff just happening. So it's like kind of natural for me. And those was like one of those, like everybody had those moments where it's like they felt God like touch them, right? And it was like one of the moments like it was like I'm actually am calm. Right. I'm actually am who I say I am,
Yeah,
So
I love that.
It was pretty cool. But today it was we went up today and it was like we were scouting birds like airplanes.
You're watching out. You're like
we're like A1 bird watchers today.
There's not like if a bird, there's not a whole lot you can do.
No, definitely.
I've hit a handful of birds over the years, and like you see it coming, it's there so fast. Mm-hmm. You can't really do much about it. You're just like, I hope it goes okay.
Yeah.
But you're right, man. We've had some birds along the way. When you hit them in a jet going fast, it's pretty dramatic. You can hurt the airplane pretty bad.
Yeah.
But I'm glad you sent me that picture, and it looked like it just hit right at where the window touches the kind of top of the airplane, the carbon fiber there. That's probably a really strong
piece.
Yeah.
Because they were saying that, because they always taught like, if you see the bird coming, you want to pull up because they like to dive down. But in that instance, I'm already diving. If I pull up now, the prop is getting in the way. I'm increasing the impact because now I'm coming towards it. So, it
seemed like it was coming down.
Yeah, it was coming down. And I don't know. He probably should have watched out.
Yeah, he's got a radar. Come on,
he got a radar.
Well, you had a lucky day, bird did not. So, which you said something kind of, one of the things I wanted to talk to you about, and having an NFL player, you're like the top of the heap when it comes to athletes and performance and like when you've stepped into aviation now, you're now working your instrument rating, which is a whole different thing, and all the complexity around around aviation and learning all the things you got to learn. Being an NFL player and just knowing the playbook, how has that been a massive help? Just having the mind of an NFL player, and you've been from a young kid in these environments for your whole life, learning like that.
Yeah,
it has to have helped.
It definitely helped. I think a lot of it was like learning the playbook in aviation is all about process. So when I was in Houston, I didn't even do a discovery flight. I just went and did it, but I just treated it like it was football. So I was doing tour days.
Yeah.
Through my private pilot. I wake up in the morning, fly, come back, do some ground, fly again.
That's so smart.
So in training,
Dude, that's so smart.
I would have finished I ended up finishing in 5 months, but I left and went to OTAs. Yeah. So then I came back and had to knock some rust off, but I probably would have finished in 3.5 months.
Yeah.
But that's just because
when
I go into training mode, I'm in tour day, so I just did it the same way.
I think that's so smart. Yeah. That's how I did it.
Yeah.
So when I learned, I got my private, I did all my instrument, commercial, multi, everything all the way up through my CFI in a year. Mm-hmm. And that's all I did. Yeah. Train every day, all day.
I wish I could do that.
I know, you don't have that luxury. Well, but doing 2 a days, you that rote, you get that repetition down.
You can you retain all the information because I was talking to people that were well, the first thing was happened was I was trying to figure out why my cost was different, but I didn't realize that I was flying the best single engine plane, which is a Cirrus.
That's
so
I'm like,
that's what I was trained in. That's SR20, and I'm like, how much you pay for school? But I didn't realize it. But when they told me that a Cessna didn't have air conditioning and it was 95 degrees in Houston, I'm like, I'm not getting in that plane. So I just jumped right into a Cirrus that had air conditioning.
You're kind of a hard guy, Pharaoh, but kind of soft guy at the same time. Come on.
I'm like, no AC. I was like, I can't do it. So then I started my training in the Cirrus, and then I'm asking people how much was the school, and it was half the price. And I was like, how is it so cheap?
Yeah, it's an old.
And then I find out that it was a Cessna, but I take my family up, my wife, my kids, and I'm actually happy that it aligned with me to fly that
And you did all your training private.
I
think that's so smart, man. Just get used to it, repetition. Mm-hmm. I think that's a really good way of doing it. That's smart. Yeah. But you did all your training down in Houston?
All my training in Houston and then instrument here.
Oh, you did? You're working on your instrument?
Yeah.
Are you prepping for check ride?
Prepping for check ride. Got about 20 more hours.
Do you?
So I kind of, I was fortunate enough to get my own plane, so now I can fly when I want to.
Yeah.
And I kind of went away from the school and I have my instructor, she's a superstar. She's been flying out of Opelika here since the 90s.
Oh,
and
nice.
So I just fly with her, and then I have another instructor that I kind of pay away from the school. That's CFI, just to cut the cost. Because it's a costly thing. So I try to just cut the cost and minimize the cost where I can, and still get the best thing. So I got like a young person and like I got like a not a young person, but a younger person, and then I got like my like me in the locker room, the 9-year veteran, but she's like the 40-year veteran, So
how does she treat you? Does she treat you any different than her right? Is she hard on you?
You know what? I didn't realize it until the other day that she's like doing stuff on purpose, like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
flipping switches and doing
yeah, she turned off my watch one time.
She did?
Yeah, like she started like adding like things in there, like I messed up approach, I've been left, so now she like I'm on the instrument, so she like, well, okay, that was terrible. Let's just find the runway. So now I'm like trying to look out for the runway. Oh, yeah. So she's just like adding layers, and then I was telling my other instructor, he was like, oh yeah, she's just trying to see like
she's messing with you.
When you gonna flush her the thumb, but me being naive, I'm just sitting there like, all right, like, okay, I'm trying to find a runway.
What's wrong with the airplane?
Yeah, not even knowing. I'm like, what's wrong with the airplane? Like, so I'll tell you, so I was coming on the approach one time, and I was just too high. It was bad. So she was like, all right, just kill the approach. Like, so I'm like, all right, instead of going miss, it was an untoward port. So we just bent the left and kind of got like in the extended left downwind.
Yeah.
So I turned around, and I'm just like flying. I'm like, the approach is, avionics is all terrible. And she always tells me to keep my screen clean. So I just exit out of everything, and now I'm just flying. Yeah. But I'm like, man, the plane is flying funny. I can feel it. Really? Like, it's kind of like in the pitch down. So she goes, well, let's just configure the plane how you want it. So I'm like, all right, let me get my screen clean, get this approach off. And it's still flying funny, but I never pulled the flaps up. So I'm still 50
so you're
flaps.
Feeling that weird pitch, yeah.
I'm feeling the weird pitch.
Like the power set, like it's airspeed slow.
Yeah, so then I finally
that's good
caught
you're
it.
Feeling that though, man.
Yeah.
That's cool.
But her key was like, she knew that the flaps was not up, but she would just say like, let's just configure the plane when she wanted. But I didn't get it, so she was like, okay. Then when I land, it's like just adding layers of different things. So it's been pretty good. And she's old school, so like I'm flying like VORs, and when she learned, it was no GPS, so I'm learning how to like back up like GPS. Dude,
you're just
and stuff,
lucky that there are no NDBs out there anymore.
Yeah,
bro. I'm just telling you,
it's like another world with all that stuff with no GPS.
Well, the NDBs, it was like I've been flying now for 25 something years, and I was like right at the tail end of NDBs, and I had an instructor like that, old school, and that guy, his name was Colonel Cliff, and like for all the non-precision, we had to do NDB approaches, and it was like, I got good at it though.
Yeah.
And it's funny, it served me well because years later, I was getting trained in an old Hawker 700, my first jet, and it was at Flight Safety in Wilmington, Delaware, and it had an NDB approach in the sim. And part of my check ride was to do an NDB approach. Hadn't done one since my 172 days.
Wow.
But I'm like, I got this.
Like riding the bike?
It was in my back pocket. Yeah. So good. I like that she's doing that, man.
Yeah, so.
Get those old school reps in.
Yeah, it's been awesome. I like it.
Yeah. And then, so you're in the off season now, and you're going to try and finish that up before season kicks off?
Yeah, my goal is to have my commercial.
Oh, nice.
By the time season start.
So when do you guys start? July?
July. End of July is when we really start.
Okay.
Training camp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to stay fit though, right?
Got to stay fit.
Yeah.
I tow my plane in and out of the hangar, so.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
How do you fit in the Cirrus?
I fit pretty good.
Do you?
It's really spacious.
It is a big cockpit.
Yeah, I don't think I got room for another inch or two.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it's like heavy turbulence, my head will hit up top a little bit, but
really,
we kind of.
But 172 would have been tough for you.
Yeah,
because I'm big for 172.
I was out of the 172 when they said no AC. I didn't even try to go fit. I was out.
I don't think I'm going to be a pilot.
Yeah, I was out of that one. You see him riding down the taxiway with the doors up and stuff. Yeah. I'm like, yeah.
Oh, that's so. I just like this whole thing about like I want to dip into this a little bit more about the field of playing on a football field, and especially the tight end position, because you guys are sort of like the Swiss Army knife. Tell me a little about that position and when you're on the field. Like that position's more of like you guys kind of are asked to do a lot of different things, right? And they want you to kind of see.
Yeah. So with the tight end position, we got to know everything. I mean, right behind the quarterback, we're involved in it.
Yeah.
The run game, the pass game, blitzing, pickups. Like,
you guys are blocking.
Yeah, we blocking. So it's kind of similar with like aviation. Like, I wanted to become a pilot, but before I knew it, I'm an air mechanic.
Yeah.
I'm a weatherman.
Yeah.
You know, I'm servicing. You know what I mean? Like, it's like all the stuff that just to be a pilot, you have to be versed in. So for me, it was just like a natural environment of like all this different stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Like coming into one collective. So
yeah, and it's that big picture vision, right? As opposed to the tunnel vision, which you don't want as a pilot. You want to see the big picture, you know? And I feel like that background that you have, your brain's already programmed for that. And I'm a
pre-wired pilot. And I didn't even know.
What a tool to have, man. That's so cool. Because, I mean, just memorizing a play, like you guys go into a season, you have to memorize all these plays in a playbook, and then you're sort of a leader on the field that kind of needs to know everything. Same thing in the cockpit. You get in the, you have to do your flight plans. You got to know the weather. I got to know the weather at my departure and my destination and everything in between, and you got to plan ahead and think about those things. Bird activity. Maybe there's a TFR in an area over here, and all this stuff going on, and then there's the airplane. What's going on with my airplane, the instruments and navigation, and
I think that was a fun part for me, is just like finding something like when you play sports all your life, you like that's like your passion, like finding another passion outside of sports. Yeah, I mean, every guy in the league is trying to figure out what they're gonna do. Like, this is something that we can't beat a 40, 25-year pilot like yourself in football, so the window is short and guys don't have time to find like a lot of passion. So that was like one thing with aviation for me, is that it's so similar to my process and how I do what I've been doing my whole life. Yeah. And like the line is so close, I'll say like piloting is probably more high pressure than anything, because like now we're talking life or death. Like, they try to use, and which I hate, when people use like football and military. It's like a big thing. Like, the military come out and like you had these things, but it's like these people are really getting ready to like possibly like their lives could be taken. Like, the training and stuff is similar, but like the high pressure in the environment is totally different. Like, I'm going out there. I'm just going out there. I'm really going out there to entertain and like play, and I might break a leg, but like I'm coming home. You know what I mean? Like, we haven't really had nobody like lose their life on the football field. You know what I mean? In the league. So I just think that like the aviation in that high pressure environment with playing professional sports is the same. So it's been I'm glad and grateful that I was able to find this passion and that it aligned. Yeah,
it seems like a lot of athletes, I was going to ask you, like, the mind of an athlete and a musician. It seems like there's a lot of musicians and athletes coming into aviation. Yeah. And the brain seems to be the same. Mm-hmm. I came from athletics, and I was like, I felt that really helped me. Mm-hmm. I was very different. I wasn't a team athlete. I was a triathlete and did that for a living for a long time. But I felt like that helped me with the brain focus. Yeah, process. Yeah, the process. And I know a lot of athletes are coming into aviation now, and musicians. Like, is there, like, do you think there's a I mean, is it like are they coming? Do you think there's a trend towards aviation because of that brain, or aviation just fits them better, like when they're looking for something new to do? And does that make sense?
It's kind of both. I think because they're exposed to it, they kind of see it, but then also like their brain is like, it's wired, like they understand it. They understand the process. They understand the preparation. They understand like things happening on the fly. You got to move, you know what I mean? Yeah. Into something. Then like, if you look at like a normal person that works a 9 to 5, they just work their 9 to 5. They don't come home and practice. Mm-hmm. If I work at Costco's, which is a great job, I love Costco's, I don't come back home and like, oh, how can I pack these bags better and be more efficient to have my line move?
But if you worked at Costco, you'd probably be doing that.
Yeah, I probably would. But like a musician, anybody that does any kind of sports, once they get home, they're always perfecting their craft.
Yeah.
A pilot, he gets home, he's chair flying. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's learning different things. So like, it's the same, like your brain already works. Most people that work, they don't come home and practice their job.
You know, it's so funny you say that, because I've got a lot of flight time now, and I still, every time I fly, I'm like, what could I have done better? Like, oh, that landing was a little off. And it's almost like an art too. There's a little bit of artistic, like I want a perfect landing. I want that departure to be perfect with the precision, like all these things, right? You're always like trying to perfect that craft.
I get that. I get that all the time. It's been hard for me. The hardest thing has been for me is that, like, people I get in the plane that's like they're talking about, like, no, he's really good. Like, he's a natural, but like, it's nobody to compete with. Like, I don't know how you fly. Yeah. There has to be a way to find some competition with pilots. Like, I got to find out, because, like, I'm just flying by myself and I don't know where I'm at. Like, I don't think I'm ready. I don't, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what I don't know. So it's like I'm at this, like, which is nice because it just keeps me, like, humble. Like, I never want to, like, because of how much intense it is and, like, have my family, but I never want to get, like, how you said, like, complacent. Yeah. Like how, you know, all the time you flying, you still trying to get better. It's like, I don't never want to be like, oh, I'm good and I'm good. You know what I mean? Because it's always that thing. But I also like to see where I'm at.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's competitions you can do, Pharaoh. Yeah. I mean, I have somebody that do some crazy ass stuff like aerobatics, and I'm not into any of that stuff, but they're doing these like short takeoff and landing competitions and landing like.
Those big wire, those big tires.
With like big flaps. And they do this crazy stuff where they'll find a ridge top with just a flat area on it, like a ridge that's like maybe 50 feet, and see you can get closest to the middle. And they just come in and pop off the ridge and like do this. I'm like, I'm not in. Like, you guys are gonna be into the side of the ridge.
I'm not doing
that.
Oh, that is hilarious.
Yeah, but I think that you mentioned something about like. I have this whole concept of ego and humility. You mentioned humility, which I think is probably one of the greatest traits a pilot can hold. But you also have to have a certain level of ego, you know, meaning you're confident. I can do this. Yeah. And I'm sure that and one of the things I wanted to ask you about is, you know, you're at the top of the tip of what you do, your profession, you know, NFL football player. Doesn't get much bigger than that. And that could potentially install a very large ego with you. But humility always keeps us safe. I always say ego is the thing that gets us in the air, and humility is always the thing that makes us land safe.
I like that.
You know, how do you balance that? You know, coming into aviation, and I've seen you play. Like, you go, man. Yeah. Like, you go hard.
just by the working, like, we always like talking to ourselves like confidence and competence. You know, like, confidence is like saying like, okay, believing that you can do it, but like competence is that like I put in the work and I know that I can do it. So it's like finding that thin line, you know what I mean? So for me, it's just like putting in the work, studying, practicing, putting in those hours to know that you're able to do something. And me, I just have like a strong like belief and faith. So like, I don't think it's nothing that I can't do, but I still like put that work in to get there. Yeah. But I think that's just
how do you measure your limits? Like, are you laying down your limits for yourself in the cockpit? Like, you know, weather limits and like what you're comfortable with doing and what you're not comfortable with doing yet? Like, how are you managing that?
That's what they call SOPs, right? Yeah. Yeah. Man, I haven't had a way to measure. I'm just going, like, I don't, kind of just going through it. Like, the winds the other day was like 15, like, it was 11 knots gusting 20 or something crazy. Yeah. And like, we was coming in and like, I'm like, my approach is looking good, and then I felt the plane just sink. So I'm like, okay, that mean I have power. Yeah. Right? And I'm like, man, this thing sink like...
Still sinking.
Yeah. Like,
a little more power.
I'm like 600-700 feet. Like, I was stable, brother. Like, what's going on? So then I add power. So now I'm like, all right, let me keep this power. But then I end up getting...
going fast.
Yeah, now I'm going fast. I'm like, all right. So now I'm like finding a thing. But like, I'm just like going through it. And it's like, all right, like, I push my limits more with just me than like... And I know how that feel. So it's like, all right, I don't want like to have my kids and the wife in here when it's getting wicked like that. So I'm never in like a rush to get nowhere, like, you know what I mean, to be nowhere. So I kind of like to smooth there myself because, like I said, if the turbulence get too hard in the Cirrus right now, you know what I mean? My head, I'm hitting my head. Like the headphones, you know, I got to get.
Well, it hurts when your headset hits.
It's the headset that's hitting, that's bouncing into my head. So I try to limit my my exposure.
Do you have the Bose? Are you wearing the Bose headsets?
Yeah, I had a Bose headset.
I just got a new headset. It's so nice. Those Bose.
But not you don't got the over the ear. You got the.
Yeah, no, I like the over the ear.
Oh, you like the over the ear even when you.
The A30s. Yeah. That's what I have,
Yeah, I had to go get some cheap ones, man.
Oh, you did?
Oh, yeah. Because my kids, they just get on and watch Netflix.
Oh, you just put them in the back and let them...
Yeah.
Do they have aviation headset or you just give them
No, I got them an aviation headset.
You did?
But when the headphones that came with the plane, and then when I went to go get another headset, I was like, man, these things is $1,300.
Yeah, they're too nice for kids, man.
Yeah, I'm like, they too nice. So I went to, they got like one of the like world's largest pilot stores.
Yeah,
best place ever.
Sporties?
No, it was Bain.
Oh, Bain, yeah.
Bain, yeah. Nice. Oh, it was money.
What did you get him? Some David Clark, some old school?
No, not the David Clarks. What was they? Oh my God, it was like green ones.
Yeah.
I seen the David Clarks though.
Yeah, the David Clarks are the old school green ones.
Lightspeed, I think I got.
Oh, Lightspeed, yeah.
Yeah,
those are pretty good.
Yeah, they had the Bluetooth, so I was like, cool. But
yeah,
that's like they got a simulator in there on one of the.
Do they really?
Yeah, it's like a 747 that's split in half.
Oh, nice.
But they got like a little sim thing.
The kids go in there and play in it.
Yeah, get airplanes. That's like it's one of our good little
headphones. Like as a pilot, I always say invest in good headphones because, you know, you sit there for so long and you're spending all this money. Like, don't cheap out on your headphones.
Yeah,
you can hear better. And I mean, I've sat there. It's funny. I was going through. We just moved, and I was going through a bunch of old boxes, and I found like my first set of old David Clark headphones that are like falling apart. And it was like a vice grip. I put them on. It's just like clamp. I'm like, oh my God, how did I wear these things?
Headache terrible. Instantly.
Oh God. And then you wear them for hours and you get a headache, but the new ones are nice, man.
No, they're super nice.
Yeah.
They're super nice.
Do your kids, how old are your kids?
6 and 4.
So 6 and 4. Oh, this is a good age.
Yeah.
So do they think it's cooler that you're an NFL player or a pilot?
I honestly don't think they care about either. Like,
really?
They know that I play football, but it's not like Dad, the football player's like, did we win? Why not? Why did you lose? Okay,
really?
Like I'm going on and like Dad play for this team and like the mascot. Like we get pregame passes.
Yeah.
So, you know, my wife...
kids can come down?
So my kids come down to the sideline. You know, the families, you can get the shit.
Yeah.
At some places. So my wife usually come down and I'm always expecting, you know, get a kiss from the wife, talk to the boys.
Yeah.
First time they come down. Second time, I don't see them. So I'm like, all right, that's weird. Must be late. Wife's taking forever. You know how they can get. So after the game, I'm like...
just threw your wife under the bus, Pharaoh. She's right there.
I'm like, where are they at? So like now I'm like in the game, like the game starting, I don't see them. So I'm like, all right, like let me just focus in. It's okay. Like I'm not a like big, what does they call them? Like
emotional guy?
Not emotional, but like got like strict. Like they got to do the same thing every day.
Oh yeah.
What is that called?
Like your pregame habits.
Yeah, like habit, like your ritual.
It's like tradition.
Yeah.
Rituals,
so I'm like, I'm not like that.
Yeah.
So after the game, I'm like, what happened? She was like, your kids. I'm like, what you mean? She was like, they wanted to just go sit in their seats and eat popcorn and watch the cheerleaders.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, these kids don't know how good they got it. Like if I offered 3 pregame passes to any kid in here, it's no way they would not be on the field.
Yeah, they're
so my kids don't even want to be on the field pregame. And then we were supposed to go to Disney World here and fly there. And we like going to the airport. And my youngest son's like, this is not the airport. I'm like, yeah, it is. He's like, you're not a pilot. You're not a real pilot. Like, this is not the airport.
Are you saying that?
He was saying that to me. We walking through the hangar. We like getting to the hangar. He was like, you're not a real pilot. This is not an airport.
No
like,
way.
We wanted to go to Disney. To make matters worse, first time with the family in the plane.
That's hilarious.
And we taxi to the runway. It's like a dark cloud to the west.
No.
And I'm like looking at it. I see it. I'm seeing it on the thing, but it looked like it was moving. So I'm like, are we like, you know, do the pre-flight, It should move. Get there, still not moving. They cleared us to take off, but I'm like, I end up canceling. Like, nah, I'm still a VFR pilot. It was VFR, but it was just like a little sail.
Yeah.
So I'm like, nah, I'm not going to go through, because at this point I've never been through clouds, and I got my family. I'm just going to like cancel it. Like, we just going to go back. So then we going back. My wife is like, were they just going to let you take, she could see the weather.
Yeah.
She was like, were they just going to let you take off? I'm like, yeah. So now I'm trying to explain to her, like, like, it's kind of like the Wild Wild West. Like, if somebody want to take off,
they're going to let me do whatever I want to do.
Yeah, they're going to let them, but like, it's not wise to. Now my son, he just got full ammo in the back now, brother. Like, Dad's definitely not a real pilot. But now,
that's so funny.
But now, like months later, they kind of they done flew with me a couple of times, so they know that like we going to Dad plane.
And they're gonna start judging your landings.
Yeah.
And, God, dude, you're so right, dude. The kid, like my kids, grew up in aviation, and it was nothing for them to jump in the airplane. We live in Southern California, so we jump in. I've had Cessna 210s and Meridians and a bunch of little airplanes for years, and jump in the airplane, fly down from Santa Barbara to Disneyland, and just go for the day, and fly back, or go to Catalina for a hamburger, or go up to Mammoth. Like, it's just nothing.
That's the best.
And they're just like, they're
just doing it.
They just don't even like. It doesn't even register with them as like normal. It's like sitting in the back of the car. They don't want to look out the window. They want to look at their iPads.
Oh yeah.
Like, you guys, look, we're over the Sierras. There's Mount Whitney. That's the highest point in the contiguous U.S. Look at it. They're like, yeah, whatever.
Keep going. They had, I'm trying to explain to my son that he knows Dad can fly now, but I'm trying to explain to him because he wants to go to Hawaii. I'm like, we can't get in Dad plane and just go to Hawaii. Like, we got to go nowhere. We're not there yet, buddy. But yeah, it's fun. That's awesome. I'm excited to... I was talking to a pilot. Are any of your kids into aviation? Like,
so my son, well, none of them have been into aviation at all. But my oldest son has worked for our company, and now he's 22 now, and he's just starting flight training right now.
Nice.
So he's kind of caught the bug.
Yeah, I was talking to a guy that was a pilot, United Airlines pilot for a long time, and he taught like his son-in-law, put him through school.
Yeah.
Got him on to United, whole thing. He was like, he first soloed all his kids. And I'm just like,
did?
Brother. Like,
that's pretty cool.
I'm like thinking I don't think I got enough kahunas to solo my kids. Well, I can't imagine being on the ground and my kid in the air. Like, I thought I almost died on my solo, so I didn't.
Dude, I want to talk about your solo.
Yeah.
I always ask about how was your first solo?
Yeah.
You just told me it wasn't very good.
It was not good.
What happened?
Oh, man. So I used to have, like, I'm going through my thing, and I like music. So, when I always got a little music, about 30, in the background, like, just being on a plane here, that wasn't for me.
Yeah.
So the first one, I'm by myself. I'm like, I need to really focus. I'm by myself.
Yeah.
No music. Take off.
So what was it? So where were you at? What was
I'm in Houston,
so
at Houston Executive.
Oh, at Executive.
Yeah,
okay.
at KTME.
And that's out to is that the west of town?
That's out to the west.
Yeah.
Right off I-10.
Yep. And then, so you have your instructor out there with you that's going to solo you that day?
He's in the tower. He's going to solo me.
Okay, so you went out to the day. Did you do anything with the instructor that day?
Did two landings.
Okay, and then so you did your couple landings, then he got out, said...
Got the endorsement, see you later.
All right.
Get out. So I'm like, all right, I'm no music. I need to really focus. Take off, right turns, boom, boom, boom. Down to the ground.
It's a towered airport?
Towered airport.
Yeah.
Money on the first one. I'm like, oh.
Well, hold on. Myself. When you took off that first solo and you look over to your right and no one's there, was there any like, oh shit, I got to land this thing now? Or were you just like focused? You're like, I got
that
this.
one I was focused. But then I'm like, I took off, I was cool.
Yeah.
The second one coming around, I take off and then I actually looked out. Usually I don't look out much. Like I'm waiting for like in my plane 600 feet caps. I'm looking at everything. So this time I like take off. I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. And I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, why am I leaving this ground right now? It just came through my mind.
Yeah.
And now I get up, playing like doing some little bounce, and I used to cheat a lot. So when I would get in the downwind, I would press the level button.
Oh.
Because I couldn't get the electric trim right.
Yeah.
So I would always level real quick so the plane kind of just get get settled in once I get to my cruising. So then at that point, I can just pull the power, get to my...
You sound like a Gulfstream pilot now.
Really?
I just use the autopilot.
Yeah, I get autopilot, pull to my power. So like, I would let the plane like get settled first.
Yeah, totally.
So by the time I make my car right downwind, I'm settled, I'm on the hand fly, I'm rolling. So I do that, and the plane start a little funny pitching weird. I was catching like a tailwind.
Yeah.
Start bopping. I'm like, oh, I ain't never felt this before.
Yeah.
Wind's looking like 8 to 9.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right. So I'm like, let me just take this thing. I'm thinking the level button is not working.
Oh.
So I'm like, all right, let me get off the level. Let's just doing some funny stuff. Take it off autopilot. Come to land. Bounce. I'm like, fuck.
How many times?
Once.
Okay.
Bounce once full power. It was like...
Oh, you did? You did a go-around?
Yeah, did a
Good
go-around.
for you, man.
Now I get back up. Now I'm panicking, brother. Like...
Dude, but that's
my
solid.
Body,
that's
my body is
reaction.
tense. My body is tense. Now I'm like, why am I really in this plane? Like, how am I going to get back to the ground? The plane is now shaking. That wind that was like at 8 or 9 was like 13.
Oh,
not
shit.
Tailwind.
It just came in.
Oh my God, it's coming in. Fastest winds I've ever been a part of.
Yeah.
And like, I'm like, solo hours in. So I'm like, yo, like, I just started praying. Like, I don't know how I'm going to get this plane down. Like, what is going on? I'm in the level mode all the way through. I'm scared to take it off autopilot.
Jeez.
Oh, man, I come around, by the grace of God, I landed the plane.
How'd that third landing go?
It wasn't no third landing, brother.
No?
I exited the runway. They like...
so you did one, and then you did the go-around.
I did the go-around.
And you came around for the third.
I didn't land it.
Yeah. But you bounced and took off.
I bounced, took off, go around. The third, so I now come back around for the second landing. I just prayed, bro. Honestly, like, I don't even know what I did to make it land. It just landed.
Yeah.
Got off the thing,
That helped you out a little bit.
I'm like, can you just take me back to back to the runway? And he's like, I'm being told your instructions here, you have one more land. And I was like, no, I'm done.
Yeah.
I left, went back to the thing. I left. I was done. Aviation was over.
Really?
Yeah.
You were shaken up.
I was really shaken.
Wow.
But I've never in my life been shaken. I've never in my life been in that experience. It was like, really like an alignment with like, at that point, I was like aligning my life, reading the Bible. You know what I mean? It was like God was really teaching me some things. And like, I mean, I get home, I'm hugging my wife. Like, I was so grateful to be back on the ground. You don't understand. Like, it was.
Oh, that's awesome.
I was done. But then I like just kept reading. I seen like a sign on the back of somebody's, it was a pickup truck. And I seen the sign, and it was like a scripture I had just read. And I was like, I think I got to go back. And now I knew that was right, because like any time in life, when you get resistance and obstacles, that's God in your life. Most people stop, but
you don't.
You don't. That's God letting you know, like, you know what I mean? Keep going here. Nothing is, people want a miracle, but no miracle is going to happen without, some hard and some action and having to go through some stuff, because that's what really makes you. And like, I'm dealing with emotions that I've never dealt with in my entire life.
Wow.
And I'm not knowing how to, it was like, what is going on with me? Like,
you're afraid.
Afraid.
And you hadn't been afraid before in your life.
Ever.
Aviation's humbling, man. It can be humbling.
It's really humbling. But like, I didn't never do a discovery flight. Like, I just did it. So,
you just jumped in.
Yeah. So I ended up going back, and it's been the best thing. Like I
mean, dude, that go around decision, when you bounced that first time and went around, that's like, most people wouldn't have done that.
Well, that's just what I was coached to do.
Yeah.
But then my buddy was like, honestly, he was up in the tires like, that wasn't a hard land. I was like, she shitting me, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, I felt it bounce, and I was like, oh.
I instructed in Santa Monica. I was a student pilot, and then I instructed to get hours in Santa Monica Airport in California. And I can't tell you, man, our school is at the end of down kind of midway on the runway at like the last third. And I'd see airplanes just like bouncing, like go around, come on, guys. And it's like, you get one bounce, go around. There's no penalty.
Yeah.
Like, it's funny, like I had Andy Day on from Wyvern, which is they're a big safety consulting company that they do a lot of consulting for our company. He's a good friend of mine, but he's like the guru of safety. He told me a statistic that shocked me, It was 78% of aviation accidents would have been avoided by a go around. 78%.
Wow.
That's an amazing stat, right?
Yeah.
And
that is crazy.
It's pilots as pilots, we're mission oriented and we want to get it's that ego gets in the way. Mm-hmm. We got to land this airplane. We got to land. And if it doesn't look right, go around, and I think that, the instinct that you had is like, that's the way it should be, man. 100%.
Scariest go around of my life when I went around.
So how long before you left the airport, you went, gave your wife a hug, and then after you kind of came down a little bit, how long did it take for you to make the decision to go back?
Probably about 4 days, about 3 days, 3-4 days.
Nice.
Even my instructor, he's like, man, I came back. He's like, man, you're shaking up after.
Yeah.
And then I was just like, at that point, it was like, why am I doing this? Like, like I don't need, like, why would I scare myself like that and like almost kill myself? Like, why? I don't need that in my, like, I couldn't understand, like, when I was in the air, like, like being on the ground is just so amazing. And like, it's safer. Like, I don't think people realize how safe it is being on the ground. Like,
being on the ground safe.
Being on the ground is very safe.
But aviation's safe too.
No, yeah, not say aviation safe, but me in the cockpit at that point in the plane is not safe. Aviation is safe, but like you said, pilot error. Me being a pilot in the plane, that I'm honestly
at that point though, it's all pilot error. At that point in your career, your aviation.
Honestly,
life.
like, not to be bad, I don't want pilots to like hate me, but like, I don't understand why people first solo at like 10 hours.
Yeah, I mean, it's
like, we had lessons. Even my mom was like, you get in the plane by yourself. Like, mind you, I'm doing 2 a days.
Yeah.
So 10 lessons is usually 10 days.
Yeah.
Give or take.
And you're 2 hours a lesson, 2 hours.
Yeah.
So you're what, 20 hours, something like that?
No, I was at like
4.
The thing. So like, Cirrus has its own thing.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So you going down Cirrus approach, but I like lesson 11 or 12 is your first solo. Okay. But because I was doing 2 a days, I was knocking out. I'm half the time.
So you're like 4 hours a day flying. Something like that, right?
Yeah. So I get to my solo, like, as far as and like quicker time, but like a week and a couple of days.
You got to let that stuff absorb for a while. Let it marinate.
So like, nobody could understand. Like, I did do Discovery Ride. I signed up to be a pilot. No thing, and I'm soloing by the next Monday, bro.
Damn.
It was.
You're like a filet mignon that they just put right on the plate, ate it. You got to let it rest for a little bit.
I'm bad at that too with my Traeger. I can't take a good piece of meat off and just look at it for 20 minutes. I'm cutting it before it come off the Traeger.
God, you got to have patience, bro. Come on, man. You'll learn it.
Now my wife, I'm probably better now because flying, like I said, it really helps with your patience. But I've named my wife the executive chef of the house now. So.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. I'm really the executive. I'm the best chef. I'm the best cook in my whole family, but I've named my wife executive chef.
Really? She a good cook?
She's a good cook.
Yeah.
But just for work overload purposes.
Yeah.
Sometimes I make it so
my wife is a plant-based vegan. Like she's like hardcore Ayurvedic, plant-based, everything clean, and I'm not.
Yeah.
So
Does she make you like a separate plate?
No, she doesn't cook for me. We have our own sides of the kitchen.
My wife is natural. She isn't vegan. Well, she might be. I don't know. She don't eat a lot. Like, she'll eat like one meal a day and be fine. And I'll be like, hey, you need to eat more. You need to eat more.
Yeah.
But
protein, man.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried vegan?
I've tried vegan once.
How long did you go for?
We went for about 2 weeks. We watched that show on Netflix during COVID.
Yeah.
And then it was like, it was a couple of them. It was the one that went super viral during COVID.
Like, was it all like there was a bunch of Falcon? The Falcons were like the whole team was vegan or something, or one of the teams. What was that? Oh my God!
I know
that movie. There was a bunch of NFL players that were vegan for a while.
It was a show about the processed food. It was like You Are What You Eat or something, and they went down the whole line, and basically how like Warriors back in the day was vegan, and they just showed you all the nasty stuff of like the food. Processed food. So we literally watched that in an hour and a half, and we was vegan. First vegan meal for dinner. Like when we go, we go.
Now?
Yeah.
I gave it a good go. I gave it 6 months.
Yeah.
And I just couldn't, my body just didn't. And Katie, my wife, she's not like, she's like, it's not for everyone. You have to eat you're right for your body.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I went back to red meat.
Yeah. I like red meat, but now being in Texas,
yeah,
we was living in Texas. We have a buddy that has cows, so they process their own meat.
Oh, no way.
And like, you can see the whole thing. Like, you can pick your cow if you want to go out there and pick a cow, like make it fun for the kids. Yeah. And then they'll kill it, then they send it to the place, and like he's sending you videos, but like you can see like how clean it is,
where it came from, like even your ground beef, like people don't know, like ground beef is just like when they start cutting the cow up, stuff is just falling. The ground beef is like all of it,
but it's coming from, in a normal place, it's coming from multiple cows. So if you're a butcher and you do 4 cows, you're just gonna pick up all the scraps.
Yep.
And you making ground beef to where like the ground beef that I'm got is just the scraps from my cow.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
How long did you start doing that? That's pretty good. I've actually been thinking about that.
Yeah, it's amazing.
You just have a freezer at your house and they ship you all the meat
freezer.
Frozen?
Yep. But he lives right down the street. But
Oh
How
man.
many do you got in your family?
Well, it's
that eats meat?
all like me and my 2 kids and my 3 kids. One moved out, so it's me and my 2 kids.
Yeah, so you probably just need a quarter of a cow.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I had a half a cow, and that lasted about a year.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, and then I was like, okay, matter of fact, that's where I messed up at. I split a quarter of a cow.
Yeah.
And I had it meat for about 6-7 months.
Mm.
So then, I split a half a cow, and I had food for about 8 months.
Yeah.
And then I ordered a whole cow, and it was...
You're giving it to your neighbors?
Oh, my God. I had to get another freezer. We still got meat right now.
Do you really?
Yeah.
No, I got meat all. So, like, you think like a quarter cow?
Yeah, you need like a quarter.
I think we're going to do that this year.
Yeah.
Get a freezer for the fridge or the garage.
The good thing that was about, you might be able to do it with a half a cow. For sure, for cows. Like, meat sticks you don't want, you can be like, oh, I don't want the brisket or I don't want this. It's like, all right, just ground it.
Dude, the brisket's the best.
Yeah.
I got into, during COVID, I got into smoking. Mm-hmm. And I ordered a smoker from Franklin out of Austin. Uh-huh. And it's like this huge Texas offset smoker. And I had a wood guy from the valley bring over a bunch of oak and ordering these 22-pound briskets. And because it takes 14 hours. You got nothing. We're on lockdown for months. And, I got nothing else to do. I might as well smoke some brisket.
Smoking it down.
So we got into that. It was super funny.
Yeah.
So I did it. It's exhausting though.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
I like the Traeger. My uncles and all them from Texas, they got all the real ones with the wood.
Oh, that's
my neighbor got a whole shebang of like smokers.
Really?
Open flames.
We do that, yeah.
Brazilian things, crawfish boils. I'm like, bro, that's too much time. Like, my Traeger, I can turn it on, set it, leave. Yeah. You got to come out, make sure the wood burns.
Yeah. I got to babysit mine. It's a whole process. But I actually kind of like it because I've had to, it's very like scientific and it takes your brain. You got to be on it precisely and you got to be there and put the wood in the fire and watch your temperature things and temperature gauge the meat. It's like very like detailed.
Yeah.
And it really gave me a lot of like brain focus when couldn't do anything else. Right? All of our airplanes were parked for 2 months.
That's the aviation that you got to keep rechecking.
I was just like tweaking with everything. I'm like, it's like cockpit right now. It was super fun. Back to aviation. We took a little sidetrack there.
Reverse that trend.
Yeah. So you're just a little bit about your background. You're from Cleveland, Ohio, and then born and raised, and that's you kind of went to high school, played out there. And what were you like as a kid? I'm always curious about where the aviation thing came from.
What was I like as a kid?
Because I had zero interest in aviation as a kid. Didn't even register for me.
I think it came from, I didn't know that I don't think that I necessarily had it, but I seen it. Mm-hmm. But I just didn't think it was attainable. Like, we didn't know that you could be like this. Like, it was nothing. Like, my high school was next to an airport, Richmond, Municipal, I think it is.
Yeah.
I could kick the football right into you kick the field goal, it can go right into the grass.
Really?
Yeah, but like the career programs there was, because you had like career things there.
Yeah.
It was...
They did like career days for kids out there?
Never.
No, shit.
They would have like things that you can do in the school. So you can go like the auto mechanic. Mm-hmm. You can go to like nursing school. So like you would graduate with like a PN or whatever, LPN or something. Yeah. You can do cosmetology, but no aviation. Mm-hmm. So when I got into this space, I was like, in my mind, I was like, that's crazy to me because now I'm like getting into it and I see it. But I mean,
you saw it when you're in high school. You could see airplanes taking off, and
you never take them off. Like, I never thought it. Like, and then I used to like to go to the air shows. The air shows they used to practice over us, but I feel like when I think I said something one time, there's like, you're too big to be a pilot. You wouldn't fit in the plane, so it just kind of like canceled that dream. And then it was like my eyes wasn't. I couldn't hear.
Oh,
I got like. Now I think it's just selective hearing, what they call it. But
if I ask your wife, that's what she's gonna say.
Yeah, I did. So back then they thought I couldn't hear. I couldn't like to raise your hand when you hear something. I wasn't hearing it. And then my eyes, I always had good eyesight, but it was like those little things. It was like, yeah, you too big, you can't hear, you can be a pilot.
Don't like, you hate that? Like when people tell you can't do something, dude.
Right. So then when I got, so I really just woke up and I was like, I want to be a pilot. And then when I initially said it, it was a lot of like people that thought I was crazy and like doubted like that I couldn't do it. And like now I'm like kicked in the overdrive because like soon as like somebody think I can't do something or say that I can't do something, now I'm like
how can somebody doubt you?
I don't know.
Like where you started, where you're at in life right now. Like if you say you're going to do something, I'm going to be like, yeah, he's probably going to do it.
I mean, I think a crazy favor. Like we went to Disney World, and I don't think they know who let in. But like that machine that you like, the claw machine.
Yeah. I
probably walked out with like, you pick up the tickets, so you'd be like 100 tickets, and it's like rows. I walked out of there with like my whole arm was full. Like I'll show you the picture. It was like 10, 12 of them. But I was like, all right, I like taking film. Like I told my wife, like I come back, they stacked like this.
Yeah.
My kids got like 4,000 or 5,000 tickets. I'm like, they don't know who they let in.
What did they get?
Oh, they got all kinds of nothing that's worth it. You know,
right.
I'm paying
Dude,
like
you paid
the
so
credit
much for
the
those.
thing. But I was like, I'm not
stuffed animal cost you $400,
right? So I'm like, I ain't stopping until I get the 1,000 one. It was 1,000 one in there. I literally go first time, miss it, second time, boom, get it, come back. And it was just like
no one's stopping you.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah,
it's I get scared sometimes.
Yeah,
because like I like say something and I like do it, and it was like okay.
Yeah.
It's like a little weird.
I gotta, my wife is from Kansas City, and she's a hardcore growing up Chiefs fan. And she's also a massive Taylor Swift fan. And she asked me to ask you, did you ever meet Travis along the way? Like, I mean, he's old, he's a lot older than you.
He's older. He went to high school with my sister.
Oh, he did?
Travis used to ref my, like, travel league games, like, at the rec center.
No way.
So, you know, like, the high school kids that come, like, ref the game. So he used to be like my ref. So him and my sister were they graduated together. So nice. I knew him since I was young. Yeah. But
that's pretty cool.
I thought my wife wasn't a Taylor Swift fan, but we was at like Tight End U.
Yeah.
And we were like ripping it. Like we're in Nashville in like dive bars. Like Taylor Swift's in like a bar that you probably wouldn't think she was in. Yeah.
She was in there?
Definitely.
Nice.
Like just ripping it. Super. Not like super normal. Like I know people think she's not normal, but like super normal.
She seems normal.
Ripping it. I mean, like we leaving, jumping in. We hit like 2-3 spots. Like And my wife's usually not a witch. Like, but like want a picture or something. I'm like, babe, like she's like,
you gotta do it. Come on.
Yeah, like but like super cool. I've known Travis for a long time, so.
Do you do that Tight End U thing with him?
Yeah, I do it. No, I go to it. But
you do?
George, Greg Olsen, and Travis, that's who hosted.
Oh, okay.
Super cool.
You've been to it, though? Looks like a pretty cool event.
Yeah, probably the best event as far as like NFL experience.
Is that kind of like the tight end circle? Is it just kind of a tight group of guys?
It's just a tight end thing. Anybody that plays tight end in the league is invited.
Nice.
So it's a tight end thing.
Yeah. That's so cool, man.
We got our own day and stuff now.
Are you recruiting those guys to start flying? Any of your buddies?
I haven't. recruited anybody to start flying, but I kind of just did it. But then like this year was like really like my first year where like going into like a leadership role, like spoken leadership.
Yeah.
Usually I'm just like by example, and like if you like learn from it, you learn from it, and then like people gravitate me just because they see like how I attack the day and how I'm a professional. But like this year was like the first year with Arizona to where I was really like my voice, right? And now I'm like voicing, and like people was like, man, this is like pretty sweet, and like you just hear like comments like, Pharaoh kind of already know what he gonna do after he, you know what I mean, what he done. Like I don't know what I'm gonna do, like, and it's like coming as a joke, but like you can see the seriousness in it, you know what I mean? Yeah. So that's like something that helps me like it's a lot of little things that's been coming together that I've been hearing that this players and pilot association is
so yeah, let's like together. This is a great segue into you're calling it Players in Aviation. Is that what the working title is?
We on the first draft right now.
I thought we could mess around with some names. I was thinking Playviators. I don't know. Athlevators.
Yeah. So I've been playing with names, but like Players in Aviation, I know I love like the sky isn't the limit anymore. I love that because people used to tell that was just like an old saying growing up, like the sky is the limit, but it's like there's no limit. Like the sky isn't the limit anymore. It's not. I like that saying.
People are going to space now.
Yeah, people going to space.
One of my wife's friends that she went to high school from Kansas City just went up in Blue Origin like 3 days ago. Yeah.
When's she coming back?
No, they land. It was just they just.
Oh, they just go up.
They just go above the Kármán line and then parachute back to the ground.
Wow,
it seems crazy.
Yeah,
I don't know if I'd do that.
But yeah, so right. We're playing with some names. I like Players in Aviation, and it's just, it's pretty sweet. It's pretty sweet what we're trying to do. It all started initially. Everything started from the idea of like I was having like football camps, and like to get to be a professional athlete, you got to be very lucky, a lot of God-given ability, and like you can do everything right and still not make it. It's just, it's such a tight window, and I'm grateful to understand that. And I'm having these camps, and I'm like looking at these kids, and it's like I can tell if a kid's going to make it. I got a good grasp on like who's going to make it. Like I'm looking at like a middle school kids, and it's just like some of these kids not going to like. It's not tangible. So it's like, and I'm like having like a thing with myself, like, what am I doing? Like, you know what I mean? There's so much more out there.
Yeah.
So I'm like, and I didn't know, I stopped having my football camp.
Oh.
Wasn't a bad thing. I just didn't feel like I'm pushing something like it's other things out there, but I didn't know what it was. And I'm still like finding myself. I'm young and you know what I mean? Like trying to find my passion, what I want to do. And then like once I got in aviation, and I really think that's why, you know, God pushed me into the direction. And like now I'm in it, and I'm like, if a kid can put that same work ethic that it takes to sports into this, like this, like, I mean, you tell me, like, I mean, let's say pilot, for example, you get to travel the world. You know, you young, you know what I mean? Like benefit package is insane. The schedule is probably
they make great money.
The schedule is probably the second best schedule to a professional athlete. Football, you know, we got 6 months on, 6 months off basically.
Yeah.
Pilot is like the worst schedule is like 15 days on, 15 days off. You know what I mean? But like, so I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay, I need to get this, I need to figure out a way to open this up. And so we started looking at like my aunties, all my family's in education. So it started like education, you know. And then I'm like, man, I went to a school that was right next to an airport, and they didn't have nothing like to open up this door of opportunities. And so it started as that. So I'm like, okay, the charity thing, I want to raise money, get a scholarship to have a kid to become a pilot. So then I'm just like getting all these ideas in, and then it's like, my wife was like, man, one of her friends' husbands that's in the NFL like wanted to become a pilot. And I'm like, man, like people want to, you know what I mean, get into aviation. So I'm like, it's other players. So I'm like, okay, it's just in my mind, and like my brain is just rolling.
Oh yeah.
And then I'm in the car with my buddy flying from Houston to Miami. because I was picking up my plane. He was like, man, you're not a part of no association? I'm like, what is an association? Pilot association.
Like a group.
I'm like, bro, I ain't never been a part of no association in my life. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what is it? He's like, oh, bro, they got it.
Well, you're part of the tight end association.
Yeah, but that's basically what I found out. But, you know, we don't call it association. So my mind's like, what is that? So he's like, oh, everybody got one. Every minority has one. This is like a African-American Pilot Association here. He's like, I'm a part of the Asian Pilot Association. And I'm like,
there's an Asian? I didn't know that.
Yeah, right? So I'm like, and my mind goes like, well, why isn't it a professional athlete association?
Not. Yeah, there's not.
So I found out that it wasn't. So I'm like, okay, it needs to be one. Yeah. So that kind of morphed into my charity kind of plan, but it all stemmed from like the education to open the door. So now I'm like, okay. And then in the locker room, guys trying to find a passion, see what they can do.
Yeah.
And then you talk to people, now you hear aviation, you think flight attendant pilot.
Yeah.
No, you got mechanic, you got ATC, you got grounds, you got operations, you got the whole shindig of like careers that you can do. So now I'm like,
so much you can do.
Yeah, so much you can do. So now now we're, you know, we got different verticals in the players, or the name we're trying to come with, players in the Pilot Association.
Yeah. I like players in aviation.
Yeah.
It sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
Because it's like kind of like you like players, like you know, you players, but you know,
we're in aviation.
Yeah.
I like it.
And it incorporates.
It's almost as good as Flight Club.
Yeah. And it incorporates everybody. So like, you know what I mean? At first it was like professional, like I was like professional athlete, because it's like, okay, even no matter what level you played at, you understand that athletic background of like what it takes, the hard work, the community and stuff. So that's what, you know, putting those like minds around. Like if you've been through a training camp, you know what it is, that grind to, like we talked about earlier, like how are you pushing your limits?
Yeah.
Right. So, and you know, you kind of incorporate, you get women, you know what I mean? Yeah. You get anybody that athletics, you know, is kind of where the association part. And then we got the whole part of like, the donors, and then now like I was really excited about the education and getting the kid, you know what I mean? And like somebody told me today, it's like if you can change one kid's life, it's all worth it, you know? So
100%.
It was like all the other stuff is just kind of like fun, extra, but like I kind of like got my like window of like what makes me happy. Yeah. And it's been exciting to see.
Dude, I love 100%. I'm in. I'm going to support you. Whatever. Like, we'll, you know, my company personally. I want to be a member because I am a former pro athlete. So hopefully, I can be one of the first members, founding member, maybe.
Do you still got good endurance?
So
you think you can rip it down the runway?
No. So like my background is like in like ultra extreme endurance stuff. I used to do like 7-day long races and the wilderness and ultra running type stuff.
Yeah.
And I had a really bad ankle injury in my late 20s. I had a subtalar joint injury, right? And but I'm 52 now, 53, and the cartilage was gone. And so last year I had an ankle fusion surgery done on the lower ankle, and it changed my life. Yeah. Like I was limping all the time, and now I can run again. And so I'm actually just hiring a coach to help me coach back up into running and get, because you can do endurance running forever. So you know.
I hope I looked that good at 50. What was the key? Running?
Just I take care of myself, man. Just I don't know. You know,
not plant-based.
Yeah, not plant-based. I've stayed fit. I surf. Yeah. I'm a big surfer, so I'm in the ocean a lot, and I'm like really into grounding and earthing. And,
you got the mat, or you just do the bare feet? You got the mat under the bed? Yeah.
I'm barefoot all the time.
Yeah, I like the barefoot. Yeah. I'm into the ground and the whole thing.
The ocean is the best place to earth.
I love the ocean.
You get in the ocean for 30 minutes and you just like your body just like feels amazing.
Is it, I don't know why, but like if I'm sick and I'm congested and I jump in the ocean, I come up nose clear. I think it's something with the salt, because I like the spearfish. I like the wake surf.
Oh, dude, I was going to talk about wake surf.
I never got the real surf. But I'm the whole shark and the rock and the falling and all that. I don't want to. If I come out there, I'm gonna have a helmet on, and I don't want to get talked about on the surf wave.
Well, dude, I was looking at Instagram. I'm like, he wake surfs. Yeah. So we're super into wake surfing.
I love it.
We go in the ocean. I'm gonna send you a video. My wife, we were going out to the Channel Islands off the coast of Santa Barbara one day, and I have a Mastercraft, a big X26, and we take it in the ocean, and we're driving back, and all of a sudden these dolphins. We run into a big pod of dolphins out in the middle of the channel, like 10 miles out. And I'm like, the water's just glass. out there. It was a beautiful warm day, glass. I look over at my wife. I'm like, get your wetsuit on, get in the water. And so she's like, are you kidding me? I threw her in the ocean, get her there, put all the wake stuff in the boat, and we start going, and these dolphins start riding the wave with her. Dude, it was and we got this. We got this crazy video of it.
The only place I've ever seen it that was like, is that Turks and Caicos, where they kind of, it's like but never in the States.
Yeah, dude, you got to. If you guys come to California, come to Santa Barbara. I'll take you and your family out, and we'll go surf with dolphins, dude. It is unbelievable. It's a crazy experience.
Have you ever been on the water here?
I mean, I've surfed on the East Coast a little bit, but not.
I feel like the water in the ocean is a little.
It's way warmer.
It's warmer.
Yeah.
But I'm like, it seemed like it's like you don't get that glass.
I mean, like we have to go in the mornings.
In the mornings, yeah.
We do get wind. You just got to pick your days. And just be really careful about it.
Yeah, I love wake surfing. I had a boat, and then my wife made me sell it when we had our kids. Yeah. What a wife.
What?
I've been throwing my wife under the bus today.
Come on. We're actually going to go look at a boat today.
Yeah, I might not get my meal. Well, what happened was we didn't have a place to put it. So I itched a deal with, because my house was not big enough to fit it. So I itched a deal with the guy at the thing, like, hey, if I buy a boat, you gotta let me store it at the showroom. So I'll pick it up from him and go take it. So, we launching and relaunching. So my wife is the backup person. Back the trailer in.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Back it up.
She can back the boat in the water?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. She can back the boat in the water. But
my
then
wife refuses.
But then, so the kid, we had our one son, and then they kind of was like 2. And it got to the point to where, like, they wanted to hang off and put their hands in the water.
Yeah.
But when I'm surfing, she driving, and they're active. So they're moving. So she's it's just too much. And then one time she's backing in, and I'm like, I pull up, strap it in. Hey, we out. And she go to hit it, nothing. Tire spinning. So now I start coming back. And I'm like, go. Like, what are you doing? Like, go. So he tried to hit it again. So now I'm looking. I'm like, if we don't the seaweed or whatever is slippery, bro, I forgot to drain the ballast. So now the truck is turning.
No.
The truck is turning. You got the kids. She freaking out. I mean, it was just mayhem.
Do you ever watch those videos of like shit that happens at boat ramps?
Oh, bro, the boat ramp is insane.
I'll just sit there for hours watching.
I never got I'm pretty sure people wanted to yell at me, but when I'm like jumping off the boat, we didn't really get a lot of like heckles from from all the stuff. It's like this big 6'7" guy.
When they look, they're like,
I was in Utah too, so it was like it wasn't a lot of 6'7" guys like me walking around. So
we'll just leave.
We never got a thing, but that was like the last thing that was like, okay. So she was like, you can't get a boat until we have somewhere where like we can just pull it up. And dock it at the house.
All right, fair enough.
So
we have a place to keep the boat at our house. So it's all super. I keep it dialed.
Yeah.
But back to your. Let's go back. We keep getting derailed.
Yeah.
So the mentorship, like I think that the opportunity to bring athletes in to support something like this is big, because I was going to tell you one of the guys that works at my company. Named Brian Monette. He was actually my very first podcast. And I brought him on my podcast because he's a YouTuber and he's used to doing camera stuff, and I didn't know what I was doing.
Right.
I'm like, I don't know how to do any of this stuff, and I just want to start an aviation podcast and talk to super cool people. So Brian came in and he started, him and his buddies, they're all black kids from Compton. They all learned to fly at Compton Airport. They had this mentor when they were young pilots, and they're all like Alaska Airlines captains, United. Yeah. Brian started with me when he was a safety pilot on a little Citation jet, and he's now a G550 captain. He's like one of our most senior captains at the company now, making tons of money, and just a phenomenal guy. But it all started from this program at Compton Airport. And so when that guy, he moved on, or I don't know what happened to him, what the story was, but he ended up moving on. Well, when all these, Brian and his buddies, these guys that came to this program, started having a lot of success in aviation, they're like, let's get Fly Compton back together.
Oh, that's awesome.
And so they all have their own unique kind of things. Like one guy's the safety guy, one guy's the chief instructor, Brian's like the media guy because he's a YouTuber. And so they've just come together and built this really cool program in Compton.
Yeah.
At the airport, they've got simulators in there. They do weekends where they bring in like open houses and they'll bring lunch. Somebody will sponsor a lunch in. So they invite all these local kids to come in, and they do discovery flights and put them in the simulators, and they bring guests in to talk about different parts of aviation. It's a pretty cool program that awesome. They built.
Yeah. So my thing is I've always loved like partnering and like helping people. And like for me, I'm in a position now with the NFL to where it's the biggest platform in the world.
Yeah.
So I'm like, let me build this now, because leveraging the NFL, right? So like a program like that is like, look, we might have, I know, for example, Brandon Cooks, one of my best buddies, he flies Vision Jet. He's a California guy.
Is he really?
Yeah, like let's you know what I mean? It's like, let's put that together. Players Association, you know what I mean? Partner and have a place where, you know, some NFL players come down to fly with Compton and have an event there, right? And showcasing is like, because kids, aviation, when it just sounds like, it doesn't sound like as cool, but now you got NFL players, right? That's flying, and now you got them there. To me, those just is like win-wins, you know what I mean? Like, even that's just like what I like to do. Like tomorrow we're going to an event in Pompano. Just going is not my event, but just partnering, just going in to, you know, just bring more exposure and talk and be a part. And that's kind of, you know, for me, everything's been win-win in life, and people's helped me get to where I'm at today. So I'm naturally like just always like, when cool things is like, how can we help those things get better? Because that used to be my hardest thing of like doing stuff, because I want to help so many people. Yeah. And it's like, just helping people in my hometown is not good enough for me. Yeah. Like, and then like, that's why I'm like so excited about the Players Association, because now it's like, we got all these NFL players that's coming in, and that's a part of the association, and they're from vastly different parts of the world, to where now we can plug and play and have, you know, satellite, let's just call it satellite camps or satellite things, to where we partnering with people in Santa Barbara, in California, in Texas, in Miami, you know what I mean, in Cleveland, right? I think, and just getting everybody like excited. And like, for me, I don't have a lot of time. I got 2 kids too, so it's like I don't want to reinvent the wheel. Like,
well, I think it's like you said, like the biggest thing. There's a lot of programs like that around the country, but I think the biggest struggle people have is the platform. Yeah, getting people to know about it. And you come with this like big platform,
right? So that's exactly huge. Exactly the idea, what we're trying to do.
I want to help, man.
And trying to grow it, because I'm even in talks with like the NFLPA, because like, you know, you got all these career things, right? So like, if you want to be an actor, they got things where you can fly to LA for let's say 3 days, and you go through like all the studios and all the jobs, and you go to like you can go to like, they got a broadcast boot camp if you want to be a broadcaster, if finance, like they got all these different, like if you in the fashion, you know, I went to that, we had one at Louis Vuitton where you go to LVMH and look at all the portfolios and stuff they own, and all the intricacies, the stuff that they have, you know, the different jobs, you know what I mean, that's in that business. But it's like, there's not one for aviation. Yeah. So I'm like, why isn't it? So, you know what I mean? You know,
like aviation has always kind of attracted sort of like, I don't know, like the nerdy kind of like book, you know, it's not like this cool thing to do, like from the outside. I think people like, oh, being a pilot's cool, but what about flight dispatch? Yeah. What about aircraft accounting? That's a whole thing. Maintenance tracking, software management. Yeah. I mean,
they make good money.
There's so much stuff that we do.
My uncle was in the Air Force. He was a mechanic on planes.
Mechanics.
And I feel like he's never got out. Like, he's in Akron. He lived in Akron.
Oh, he did?
I don't know where he worked up there, but one of the bases somewhere up there, but yeah.
Well, AMPs, it's the number one problem in aviation right now, not having enough aircraft mechanics. The pilots is normalized, like we're okay with pilots right now, but having aviation mechanics is still a big problem, because nobody thinks about doing it. Yeah. You know, and it's not, you know, I always talk about aviation as a trade. You know, just like if you're going to go be an electrician or a plumber or a framer or a whatever, It's a trade.
Yeah.
You know, a computer networking specialist. You have to go learn. You go to a school and you learn the program, and then you go work for somebody, and then you eventually, just like aviation, you go get your ratings, you go instruct for a little bit, or you go study for your AMP, you go work in a shop, you learn these things, and it's a pretty straightforward path.
So that's what we're trying to do. It's a straightforward path once you know about it.
Once you know about it,
Yeah. So we're trying to we're looking at partnering with like with schools, because we just want to like white glove service and make it just easier for people to get into and put all the dots together, because the finances is one thing, you know, of getting in, but also like the path and like knowing where to go, because it's not a lot. I mean, I was trying to get into it and I had to learn, you know.
Yeah.
I was learning as I went, and to go like, okay, is it better to start off learning on the Cessna for pricing or a Cirrus, you know? Yeah. Is it better to like, you know, I want to be a charter pilot, and once I retire and just go straight into it. But it's like, all right, how do I get to that time, right? Yeah. Do I go multi-engine after I'm done and get my thing, or do I go Vision Jet and just get turbine time and then try to get into a twin jet? You know what I mean? Like those pathways, and like that's where the mentorship comes in, with people that's done it that can really offer and seeing like what's a kid goal or what's a athlete goal as far as flying. So now you can better position yourself in the market and show you know, because I mean, I have a guy that's one of my instructors. He got 1,500 hours, great pilot, and he also served served in the military, and like went like to like this military thing. They had like a big thing, and all these people there you can go and like interview and try to get a job, and they all told him like, you need more multi-time. This guy has 1,500 hours, but none of them is multi-time. But it's like, what is this? Like when I got in, I was like, where do you go to like all the way through? Like, what is the college for aviation?
Yeah.
Like, is there any place I can go get my private, my commercial, my multi, and get jet time? Right? Where's the college for aviation? You know what I mean? But it's not one. So it's like, it's all these different hoops and jumps you got to go CFI. It's like, and I'm still learning as I go, but it blows my mind that like
it's pretty scattered. You're
it's like
you're 100% right.
You can get lost in it. Like that's why I ask people all the time, like, what you fly? How did you fly? You know?
Yeah. I think everyone, the problem is there's a path, like the path is not clear, and you have to go navigate your own path. But I think what the key here is making these paths aware. Like my path was, I went and got I built my 800 hours or whatever I needed to go get a crappy cargo job flying a twin engine.
Yeah.
Literally, like all I needed was 25 hours of twin engine time, which I went and paid for. And then I got my first crappy cargo job flying a Seneca that was held together with duct tape. I flew from Bakersfield to Sacramento every day, you know? And, you know, that's what I had to do to build the multi-time. And like, but other people went and worked. Like at my company at Silver Air, we have, we call it our safety pilot program. Well, we have a bunch of single engine or single pilot aircraft. And we'll bring pilots in and let them ride in the right seat, and they can run the radios and learn. And we really try and mentor the pilots into like professional aviators. Yeah. You know, because so one of the things we've done is our hiring focus is we hire really experienced, qualified PICs who have a part of their personality is mentorship. Yeah. I don't want guys that'll like sit there and do what I say, just put the gear up and don't talk to me. That doesn't fly with us. Yeah. We hire people, we want them to be mentors, and it's part of our culture. And then we can bring in these young and experienced pilots to learn and bring them up, because I don't want that pilot to be, you know, sit there and just swing gear. I want them to learn. We want to build captains, you know, so
that's awesome.
It's kind of a hard path, but you know,
but that's the sports in you. That's the sports from you to put those in. That's the veteran in the locker room mode, and it's showing the young draft pick who just went first round how to be a pro, the things that you got to do. So that's like how my mentality was. Like mentorship to me is better than anything. Like that's probably the number one thing in anything that I've done and anything in life. Like, you know, when you're trying to do something new, it's like if you got a good mentor, like it's invaluable, you know. So I've learned so much from the mentors in my life, and even so, it's always been like, how can we help? Like the younger kids, it had to be mentored. Like, and that stars like I'm saying, like in the NFL facility, there's mentors in the locker room, mentoring guys that's grown. Like they don't just stop with it. It's not just like young kid and adult. It's like even in adulthood, we still are looking for mentors
seek it out. It's
to
so
seek it
important.
out. So that's always like an important and like a pillar in like anything that I do.
I love that you said that so much, man. I'm flying up tomorrow. I'm flying here, going up to Washington, D.C. I'm on the NBAA safety committee. It's one of my things I like to give back. And I'm very involved in the safety community. And my mentor, this guy, Andrew Day, who I talked about earlier, he and I are about the same. He's a little bit older than me, but we've got a very similar path. But he's just been so involved in aviation safety, and he's just been this amazing mentor for me. And I love it. Yeah. It's super important to seek that out.
That's awesome.
Maybe I can help you out in aviation, man. I'm definitely not going to play football, so you can't really help me there. Get killed. Yeah. So I know you got to get going. You got your kids.
Yeah.
Pretty soon. So let's wrap it up, man. I think we're you're gonna get your commercial done this year. And then what's next for flying? You want to try and get your jet?
Just rip it. Yeah. As soon as I get my instrument, just rip the hours and just fly around the country.
Nice.
Just anytime I can get up and go and just go hit all my spots. Yeah. Me and my wife we actually like Javier's.
Oh yeah, in Newport, yeah.
In Newport, that's our spot.
There's one in Vegas. Too,
yeah.
Javier. I love Javier's.
I love it.
The service there is unbelievable.
Oh my God. I told my wife, I went there like 8 times and I've only ordered one thing.
Yeah, what do you get?
I get the enchiladas, the crab, the lobster, the shrimp.
It's bomb.
I've never got anything else there.
That's what I think. I think that's what I get.
I get the exact same thing.
So I'm gonna you and your wife. I want you guys to come to Santa Barbara.
Yeah.
We'll take you. We have some killer food up there, but we'll go wake surfing with dolphins.
Oh no, we'll do it. Yeah. We need an excuse to get in hours.
Yeah, come out. We'll do some flying,
it's
man.
Like
and
how fast I can get to 250.
Hell yeah. Well, anywhere I can help, call me. I want to help you out, man. I love what you're doing. I think it's your platform can help just the community, all over the place, and it's very cool. And just exposing people to aviation makes me excited.
No, definitely.
So
we appreciate it. Thanks for having me on the podcast, and it's awesome. Everybody's listening in. If you want to be a part, help partner, anything. If you have an event and we can make it or have anybody have presence there, please reach out. And
do you have a website?
Yeah, we love it. Yeah, we getting all that up and running. Okay. You the first, bro. In
this
10 years, when this is big, like YMCA, this would be the first.
Dude, this is the beginning.
Yeah, we got to say this.
So I'm going to be a founding member, right?
Yeah,
come on,
we got to commit to this. We got to. I got to send him a thing. Like
he's going to have to look at my athlete resume.
This is my first time talking about it. Like it's just been in my head, and like trying to put it together. And like I feel like I'm gonna watch it and I'm like, all right, I made 0 cents.
No, dude,
of like what I want to do because I feel like my brain is
I think this is you're really focused. Yeah. Dude. I love it. I think you know what you want to do, man. I love it.
This is the first.
Yeah. Well, Pharaoh, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate you. And this is like my first athlete on the show. And this is great, man. I really appreciate it.
No, that's amazing.
Thanks for watching this episode of the Flight Club podcast. Please subscribe to the show, leave a comment below, and follow us on Instagram at Flight Club Pod. We'll see you next time.
This is a Kilo Bravo Media production.